EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
51, Mike 51. Stay with you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down and goal to go.
On the ready. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Set, 180. Check, 48's the mark. Here we go, D. All day, D.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tavon Young in on the tackle. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
180. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They have the catch on. Second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Mayfield. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays.
Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Now Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Patrick Owasor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Odell Beckham Jr. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Jackson now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 68 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, does it bring in your tight end, keep him in? Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Mike 48. Hey, pick your game up.
Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Check! 180!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Mayfield to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 57.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, that QB's trash.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
51 Mike, come on. You better bring it.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Alert 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the End zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A carry here for Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
On the set. 53. Check 53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Right here, guys. Right.
Jackson on 3rd and 1 from his end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Landry. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions, not... There, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Check. Fresno. Quick. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Defense wins championships, baby.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve, and that'll bring up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tim Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will stop right around the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they will take a knee here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.